Hey guys, Savannah here. Welcome back. This is going to be a quick Stitch Mania plans type video. So it's a little difficult for me to do Stitch Mania this year, only because I'm trying to do no starts for 2019, which it's not going to last much longer. If you've caught my Instagram stories the other day, I'm just getting to the point where I'm frustrated with the fact that I keep battling with myself about starting things and not starting things, and it's just, you know what, I should probably just start the things I want to start and not think too hard about it. So, what I plan to do to kind of keep with what I'm going on, what I am doing right now for myself, is kind of what my Stitch Mania is going to be like. So I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, like a huge fan. I have a bunch of little figures right here in front of me. The ones that are knocked down are the ones that are dead. I don't have everybody, but I have a good chunk. I'm not going to pull them all up, but I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, and I have a big Game of Thrones project. So I decided, let's see if I can do this without glaring it. I decided for this season of Game of Thrones that has started, we just finished episode 2 last night, I'm going to work on this for the duration of Game of Thrones. So I know it's 6 episodes, but I don't know if I'll work on it the week after episode 6. But I started this last Sunday. Well, it didn't start it, but I picked it up last Sunday, and I'm working on it every evening except for Sundays because I'm not stitching while watching Game of Thrones. That doesn't happen. I sit there like this. Like, here's my fabric, here's my needle, Game of Thrones. Like that the whole time. Nothing happens with my hands. So yeah, I was like, let's see how far I can get on this project during the season. And since Stitch Mania is kind of in the middle of that season, which, let's see. Oh, did I write it down? I think I wrote it down. I think nope, I didn't write it down. I want to say I think the last episode is May 19th. I think the last episode is. So that's like almost all of Stitch Mania. So my plans for Stitch Mania is to finish or start. Oh, I'm gonna take that off, huh? Right? I'll insert another picture right here of the page breaks just to make it easier, but I plan to start a new page for just the top row. That way they're started, you know. And I decided only the top row because I want to do that parking method that Jessie Marie does. And if I were to start a different page lower down, it would, you know, those threads that are up here that get parked, you know, it'll get all confusing. And so I'm like, just the top row. So that's oh shoot, I don't know how many pages. Let me see. Sorry, let me open this real quick and I can tell you exactly how many, because I have it all planned out here. Where's screenshots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 and a partial page. So 6 pages. So that's 6 days. You know, and I figure I'll just do a little bit for each day and then go back to my main focus, because this is where I am currently on my piece. Should I go this way? No, it's too dark. This is where I am. So it's page 1 and page 2, and then I'm working on this page down here, which when I started this page, I had got the Easy PDF app for my tablet and thought using that search function for each symbol was pretty awesome. So I decided to go that route, as in color completing for that page, and it ended up being just an absolute huge pain in the butt. I feel like it's taking me a lot longer to finish this page because it's, you know, it's just not structured. Anyway, so that's my plans for Stitch Mania until Game of Thrones is over with. Until Game of Thrones is over with, which is gonna suck, and I'm probably gonna cry, but that's just me. Anyway, so the other things that I want to do, what has been really screaming at me to start, even though I'm trying to not start for as long as possible, I figured, okay, May, that's the 5th month. That's 5 months of not starting anything. That's okay, right? That's good. That's a good accomplishment for somebody trying this out. I've got my oldest whips completed. Those are off my list. I'm not down to, like I told myself at the beginning, if I can get down to 10 whips on my whip list, then I can start something new, but I'm only at 18 whips. Yeah, 18 whips. Granted, I'm not working on my shadow lanes this year either. So maybe more like 16 whips, but I don't think I can go much longer without just really going nuts, not starting things. So after Game of Thrones, I figured I would start these 3, maybe 4 projects, just to have them. And this is in black and white, so maybe I should just insert a picture. Yeah, I'll just insert a picture here. It is the Heaven and Earth Designs Storykeep Pocahontas by Melanie Delon. Yeah, I just want to start that. My son wants bread. Hold on, sweetie. I'll get it for you in just a few minutes, okay? All right. So I gotta remember to do that. I just want to start this one. I thought it was lovely, and I had hesitated to get the full-size one, and then finally it was released as the Storykeep, and I was like, yep, check, got. So I have that one semi-kitted up. I have the fabric for it. So it'll only be that large. This is a 28 count, easy count, maybe a Lugana. I don't know exactly what kind of, it's an even weave, that's all I know about it. And I love this fabric for stitching full coverage. So I have this, oh, that's even with a 3-inch border. So that's gonna be a nice small one. And it's only, I did a page break on it, so that way, if I can get that inserted, I feel like it'd be so easy to get done in a short amount of time. Like maybe just a month or 2, if worked on straight. Probably longer, if not worked on straight. My next one that most definitely would get started is this one. If you've seen this one on my Instagram, I've gone a little nuts and enabled a few people to buy it, which is nice. It's a nice feeling to be able to know that you enabled someone, that I enabled others. This is a Maria Brovko pattern. I woke up one morning, and usually when I wake up, the first thing I do is just check my notifications on my phone, and then I'll go to Instagram and for some reason just start scrolling. And she had posted this, and within 10 minutes of getting out of bed and getting the cats food and the kids taken care of, I purchased this pattern. While Spartan Stitcher did mention that the Stark Direwolf does look a bit like the Lannister lion, I'm gonna start and do up and then see how it looks and maybe crop this part out. If not, it'll have to be as is because I can't, I'm not a person who can rechart very well. Like, it's just not part of my, I can't. So I can't wait to start that. I have this fabric right here. It's a 36 count. It was just a plain white piece of fabric, 36 count linen, that I had in my stash, and I used pearl gray Rit dye, and I just, you know, just dyed it. I did a double dunk. So what I did was I had my boiling pot of water, and I take a little bit of that water and put it in a small, like just a soup bowl, and I put a little bit of dye in it. And then so I did the light soak first, and then when I was happy with that, I pulled it out, added more dye to that same bath because it was still hot enough to steam. So added more dye and then did a double dunk so it would be darker with the little bit of modeling. And so yeah, the Etsy listing for this mentioned fractional stitching, but when I look at the pattern, I didn't see any. So I mean, I'm not doing it 1/1, so I guess it does, well, because I can't, because there's blends. There's 26 blends in this pattern. But there's no fractional stitching. There's just half crosses and full crosses. Let's see. And it's all broken up nicely. I do my math to see which fabric would be best, because I hate doing giant things, says the girl doing the 76-page Game of Thrones. But yeah, super exciting. I can't wait. This is, see, it's these things that are just screaming. Already 12 minutes. I think I've been blabbing a little bit. And another one, this is definitely fully kitted, ready to go, needs to get stitched. I will, this is black and white. I'll insert a picture. I'm never going to get it right. I'll insert a picture of this one. This is a pattern that I created myself using threadbare.com. I'll try to remember. I saw the picture when Stitcherisa Danielle first showed it as the diamond painting, and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. I went to go look at the diamond painting, and A, the cost was a little too much for me, and then B, it was going to be massive as a diamond painting, and I just don't have the wall space for that. So I'm like, okay, let's just figure out how I can convert this to a cross stitch pattern. And that's when I found threadbare.com, and it's amazing. It's an amazing pattern making website. Yeah, it costs money, but this looks pretty good. I can't wait to start and see how. So it's really big. Really big, but if I do it on 28 count over 1, it's only 11 by 19. What, sweetie? Okay, I'll be right there. So not terrible in size. Not terrible in size at all. So, and see, this is my first time using Paco thread organizers, so I have them all ready to go, and I'm hoping these work out for me. It's 87 colors. I don't know how many pages, but when I put it up, I think I'm going to put up the page break version so you can see. So yeah. Oh, and then there was one more. I don't have anything out because I don't have fabric for it yet, but I will post a picture of it. Yep, right here. This one was gifted to me. It's from mybobbin.com. It was gifted to me by a nice friend on Instagram, I think. Yeah, if I'm right. And I want to start that one too. It's another Russian one, and it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It's called Cosmonaut, I believe. You know, Russian. I can't speak Russian. I had to use Google Translator to translate the I have the color list printed out. That's all I have. Oh yeah, see right here. I had to use Google Translate to translate those. I'll be right there, honey. So yeah, that's kind of what I have planned for Stitch Mania. We'll see how it goes. You know, I change my mind all the time. I'm pretty indecisive. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the beginning of May for my regular update to show you what I have done during this month. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.